Hey guys, welcome back to Marriages Restored in Faith. My name is Ray.
Hi guys, my name is Dora. It is August the 6th, 2025, Wednesday afternoon. Thank you again for joining us. If you would like to subscribe, to share our content, there is on the screen there are other platforms there that you can do so. Also, if you would like to get a hold of us, there is our email address, and that is the only way to do that.
So guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. And you see the title, Do You Feel That? We'll get to that question here in a minute, but just think about that. Do you feel that? Now, that doesn't mean that we should be operating by our feelings, because that is totally wrong. The Bible doesn't teach us to operate on feelings. If you see people that operate on their feelings, they are on a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster for them because everything is about their feelings. That is not what we're talking about today. But we'll get into it. And we're actually, 104 here? 104? 104, 105 degrees. I know my car's...
I just know it's hot.
Yeah, it's really hot. And then it snowed in Australia. So think about that. It was snowing in Australia, and in some places it got 15 inches of snow. So we're going to get straight to it. We have about 14 things to share with you. That includes articles and videos. We're going to start off pretty quick, and we're going to go with, if you can give me number one. We're going to start off with that one. I was going to start with the video first, but I'll go ahead and start with this one first, because this one's all over the news right now. This is, and this article is a little bit, it's a few hours older. Should have got a newer one within a few minutes. Is this updated? Okay, well, I guess Joe did update it. So, yeah, this one here, as you can see, 5 soldiers injured in a shooting today. And I don't know how many more times I have to say this, but in the times that we're living in, you have to be ready and prepared. You have to have your head on a swivel. You need to look around. I know some people that are so stuck inside a store on their phones. They're just like this on their phones. They're walking around staring at their phones and not paying attention.
And this is also could be just from your car in the parking lot to the store. I mean, it's like, come on now. You're in a parking lot where there's vehicles coming back and forth, but yet you're just stuck on your phone from there.
Mm-hmm. So you see, Army sergeant allegedly shot 5 soldiers at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Okay, this is just get this part from the news. The news always says this. Always says this suspect allegedly. It doesn't say this suspect shot 5 soldiers. Allegedly. Anytime an officer gets involved in a shooting, it says officer shot this person. It doesn't say officer allegedly shot this person. Why is that? Because they want you to think in this manner. That's why. So just think about that. They already put a photo of him. I don't know if we already have that photo or not, but it's out there. You can see it. So another thing, that it's sad that these soldiers have to go to another country and fight and think that they're going to get shot or killed up there in a different country, and then come back over here and then end up getting shot by their own person.
Yes.
So I just wanted to share this article with you. So let's keep going. If you can give me number 2, and I want you to see this before we actually get to the question, do you feel that? So on this one, I just want you to see this article where it discusses, if we all remember, if you're as old as myself and Dora.
I'm glad he said himself.
Preferably Dora.
No.
If you're within our age, you would see that there was times that 20, 30, 40, 50,000. $50,000 annually was ideal, and people were saying, yeah, you're in the middle class when you're at $50,000.
Right, you're making it.
You're making it.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Even households earning $150,000 a year are struggling to pay their loans. They're struggling to make their car payments. They're struggling to buy groceries. Oh yeah, there's so many videos out there, and in fact, there's people out there bringing groceries and showing you, look, this is what I purchased, and it's in a small table like this right here, and then they show you the receipt. I paid $200 and some for this.
Oh yes, easy.
So think about it. If people are struggling making $150,000 a year with their loans, their car payments, and whatnot, what does it say in the direction that we're going in right now? What does it say? You should see how the housing market is going right now. There is article after article with stats. Some of these people that I watch are good about their stuff. They've been right, and they're not sugarcoating anything, but they're really explaining to you what's going on. Think about this. $150,000 a year. That is practically 10, 12, about 12,000, 12 to 15,000 a month.
Yeah.
Think about that. About 10 to 12, yeah, it's about 12 times 144,000. Yeah, about $12,000 a month. And you're struggling when you're making $12,000 a month. That tells you that there is either mismanagement of funds. Because I tell you what, there's some people out there that have $1,500 car payments, $2,000 car payments. So I just want you to see the direction that this is going before we get into do you feel that? Let me share a couple of videos with you first, so you can see what is happening out there right now as we discuss this. If you can give me number 7, and this is an older video, but I want you to see what's going on here, that even people believed what was going on in this video, and I hope people still to this day don't believe this video, but it was out there, and just watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Comentado, esto es lo que queda del campo. Lamentablemente el gobierno se quiere apropiar de todas estas tierras para hacer un basural, y la verdad que es una lástima porque es lo único que queda de vegetación en esta zona. ¿Viste eso? ¿Viste eso hacia atrás? Si matamos por acá, por arriba. Ya, boludo. Por ahí.
Okay. If you're there and you're the cameraman, if we can go back, can you kind of go back and then pause it where the cow is being picked up? If you're there and you're the cameraman, don't you think you would have picked up the camera and moved it up?
Right. Kept shooting.
Yeah. So I want you to think about something. There's so many videos out there today. I mean, you can't even turn on social media, or you can't even look on social media without seeing video after video of something going on to find out if it's true or not. We really have to sit back and not be so quick to share every video, every article, everything that's out there. And I know some Christian websites out there that's all they do. They want to be the first ones to share a video, share an article. What is that doing to their credibility? I mean, seriously, what is that doing to their credibility? Whether they like to admit it or not, it's messing up their credibility, because they're easily just, let me share another, let me share another, let me share another. Let me be the first one for the news. Let me be the first. And that's all it's about. I mean, just think about it. Don't you think he would have lifted the camera to show you what was lifting that cow? Let me share another one with you. If you can give me number 6, if you'll give me number 6 and number 8. So I want you to see this video. This one's out there going viral. Both of these also. We have to sit back again, as me and Dora has said before. If you know somebody in that general area, and ask them, is this true? Did you see this with your own eyes? If they say, yeah, I saw it. Okay, then the next question is, okay, we have technology up in the sky that can make things look like they're appearing when it's not. So watch this video.
पै गया ये मेरी माँ चले ये मेरी माँ चलो
छोड़ दो बाबू
मामा चले गया सेफ जगह मामा चले गया
सेफ मंदिर मैं बोलने लगी हूँ कि फोन कर तब वही अपना
जल्दी कर दिए चल केदारनाथ चल बला
जी वो मामा के लिए फोन करना
मामा चले गया वहाँ सेफ जगह
फोन कर मामा के लिए फोन कर
वो मामा चले गया सेफ जगह पर
मामा के लिए फोन कर रहे
बकवास क्यों करे तू ज्यादा
फोन करने कुछ नहीं वो चले गया वहाँ भाग के देखा यही पापा वो नहीं
I have one question. How did this person know to record this at this time? Because it's the cameraman. You can tell because of the movement, everything that's going on. We can stop it. That's just a legitimate question. We need to question everything that we see online and not believe everything that's going on. Even these people are saying, well, there's a volcano erupted over here. There's this that did this and so on. If you don't know someone that is there, we need to ask that simple question. Is this really happening? Let me show you what I'm talking about. You can give me number 8. And so you can see this. Again, you can be driving around in a vehicle and you can see something like this. And your question should be a serious question. Is this real? Is this a hologram? Is this something that is being designed to deceive me?
Right.
I mean, look what's going on in China right now. They're shutting everything down again because of a certain sickness that's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
So watch this.
Una esfera.
¿La acercaste? Pero de aquí no.
Aquí la estoy viendo.
Wow, ahorita no lo enseño.
¿Qué onda? Una esfera bien.
We'll play that one again. I want you to think about this, and we'll play it a couple of times. I want you to think about this. What is it that they're saying that's on its way? That so-called spaceship, right? That it's on its way, that should be here by November. And then all this is appearing. Think about it. They also mentioned that there's something moving under the earth that they're watching. Yeah. There's so many articles out there that is coming from the media. Even meteorologists, so-called, because they're getting discredited because of the stuff that they're posting out there. They're saying, yeah, there's an object underneath the earth that is moving. And we're just monitoring it to see what's going to happen. What are they preparing the masses for?
Yeah.
What are they preparing them for? And people that watch this will say, yeah, this is real. This is really happening. You may see it with your eyes, but remember, the technology that we have, they can deceive the people and say, yeah, this is real, when it's not real. Or if it is real, it may be your own people doing it, just for the deception.
Right. That would be a much more greater belief. That okay.
It was in physical form that you could see.
Uh-huh. If you see something in physical form, that would be like, okay, who put it there? Who made a hologram? Am I watching an object for real, or is it a hologram? Obviously I can't go up there and touch it, but we have that technology to make holograms. Mm-hmm. We have that technology.
In my opinion, I'm going to say it's a hologram. And the reason why is because it's so far and it's covered by the cloud cover, and you can just see a portion of it. They wouldn't want you to see the whole thing. If it was actually a physical, real object, of course, it'd land. or it'd be right there where you can actually see it. So let me keep going. If you can give me number 11, since we're at it. Because again, I'm going to ask you this question in a second. I'm going to discuss what I'm talking about. Do you feel that? You can give me number 11, and then we're going to go with number 4 after that. I know what? Yeah, we'll do 11, and then what we'll do is go to number 10 instead. So, as you see this, this is getting so much attention, so much attention. And this is what they're talking about, an asteroid heading for close to Earth at 16,900 miles per hour. They keep posting and putting all this out there for everybody. Why? Because in our human mind, if we don't sit back and say, wait a minute, let me think about this, let me question this, because in school you're taught not to question anything.
Mm-hmm.
In school you're taught never to question your doctor, to make sure everything that he wants to do to you or she, that it's good. You're taught not to question that. You're taught not to question authority. And the church, some of these so-called pastors tell you, oh, you shouldn't question me. So you're taught throughout life, all this, not to question anything. So what happens? People just go with what they see and what they hear, and they're okay with it. In today's time, we have to sit back and question every single thing that we hear and that we see. Whether it's on television, whether it's on social media, especially if it's on social media and videos and so on, we have to question it. If it's in person, that's where the Holy Spirit will come in and tell you, look, this is real, this is fake, there's something wrong here. Let's keep going. Let me show you another one. If you give me number 10, this is another one. This is another video that's out there. Now, can this possibly happen? Well, if you go to the history of The Exorcist, of the true actual event that happened, of the people that were there talked about that this was actually happening to that girl. So I'll let you watch this video and you be the judge of it.
March of 2012, this video just about broke the internet. I'm going to show you the whole thing in just a moment, but just a quick backstory. In March of 2012, this guy was in the woods with his dog in the middle of nowhere in Russia. As he was just walking along, he came upon this right here. These two girls, except this one was just floating midair. They then realized this guy and his dog was in the area, and they cut out of there. Watch this. Tell me what you think in the comments. Have a great day. God bless.
А теперь ко мне. Ко мне, Тарзан. Ко мне, я говорю. Тарзан. Тарзан, я сказал, ко мне. Тарзан, ко мне. Что это? Тихо, тихо, Тарзан. Тарзан, тихо. Тарзан. Боже мой, что это было?
So my question would be, why put the camera down? Right? I mean, yeah, of course, you're probably going to put the camera down to see, but you would keep the camera up you would just look up to see if it's real. Is it possible that it's real? Is it possible that it's fake? I mean, unless you're there, you're not going to know if it's real or if it's fake. Now, are we saying that the supernatural doesn't exist? No, it actually does. It absolutely does exist. Me and Dora could discuss some stories with you of that. In fact, we said that we were one day and we haven't done it yet. But the supernatural does exist. It's as real as me and you talking, or you watching me and me and Dora actually right here. It's that real. Yes. We have many stories to discuss that it's that real. The issue I have with a lot of these videos is we're not there presently to see this. We don't know these people that are posting these videos up. We don't know their credibility, or if they're just trying to do stuff just to put content out there and get more views and make money off of people.
Right.
We don't know their intentions. So I just want to share this with you. I'll get into that. Do you feel that in a second? Let me show you something else. If you can give me number 5. I mean, do I believe that this is? It's possible that this is so true. It truly, it's possible. I just can't say for a fact that it is, because I don't know the people that put this content up.
Right.
If I knew them, or if I knew somebody that actually knew them and talked to them, that'd be a different story. But let me share this one with you. Okay, we're not going to have any music on here or anything. Oh, no audio. So watch this. And this is in a school now. And this is what they're discussing, that this is what they're going to use for security purposes. It says it can shoot pepper balls. Just think about that. If they can put pepper balls, as I said this many years ago, they can put explosives, they can put firearms or bullets in there, they can put guns on these, but they're putting pepper balls on them to disperse the crowd. This is in schools. You should see the comments on there. I was reading some of the comments, and some of the people are all for it. What people don't understand is that it's just getting closer and closer to taking everyone's rights away, where they can monitor everything. They're able to see everything that you're doing, hear everything that you're saying, see if you're going to go somewhere. And I mean, just think about it. They're conditioning people that this is normal, that this is okay to be in public schools and having this monitor the people or kids at that.
Right.
I mean, think about this. You bring fear to the public and then you bring solution. Oh, the people will easily take the solution.
Oh yeah. Definitely when these things are flying around your children.
To give them a false sense of security.
Right.
That's what it is.
There you go. False sense of security. Like, these are going to, they're pretty much working against you.
Mm-hmm.
If people really think about it, remember how we've always said, if they say, well, this is for the best of you, better for you, security wise, if, your child's in danger or something, this drone will be the first one there, okay, great. But really, what is the end result?
What their reasoning behind it said the response for law enforcement to arrive, this will give them time. This will stall everything that's going on, and it will give them time for law enforcement to respond to the situation. Why not just put law enforcement there?
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah.
Instead of having this. Because this can monitor every person there. And don't you think they have facial recognition on those things?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Let's keep going. If you can get me number 4. Now, I want you to read this, or I'll try to read it as fast as I can, but I want you to see this. And this is where we're going to get into. Do you feel that? It's a legitimate question that we all need to ask ourselves and ask others. Do you feel that? And let me read this first, and we'll get into that discussion. And then I'm going to play another video for you. So as we see this, so as you see, what does Zuckerberg, Theo, and Altman have in common? Underground bunkers. New Zealand citizen Peter Thiel filed plans to build luxury lodge, which local sources and investigative reports suggest is actually a high security underground bunker with private farmland. Why would you put farmland there? Think about it. Because they know they're going to need food.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out there stocking up on ammo and they have no food. You know what their thought process is? I'll just go take food away from people. Do you know how risky that is? So here you go. Mark Zuckerberg has quietly developed over 2,300 acres on Kaya Hawaii, featuring 2 massive mansions, agriculture operations, again, food, and a 5,000-foot underground shelter equipped with blast-resistant doors, escape hatches, self-sufficient systems like water tanks, pump systems, and layered security infrastructure. Why would they build so much security? OpenAI Sam Altman has openly said he's preparing for social collapse. He's admitted to stockpiling guns, gold, gas, antibiotics, and owns a getaway ranch. He also confirmed that his home is fortified with reinforced underground basement. Now ask yourself, why would the architects of the digital age need bunkers?
Yep.
It's a legitimate question. Why are these people building bunkers? What do they know that the masses do not know? What do they know that even the pastors right now that are really making me so frustrated refuse to speak from their pulpits? We should know what's coming. We should already know what's coming. How? The Bible and the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
So this goes back to the question. Do you feel that? Do you feel that sense of urgency to wake people up, to warn people? Do you feel that sense of something is about to unfold and it's going to change everything? Do you remember that time in 2001 where things changed, or 9/11? Think about it. Do you remember when 9/11, how it changed the country? How they were able to pass bills where you lost your freedoms, and people still don't even know that they lost their freedoms. How? More security.
Mm-hmm.
More reasons to monitor people's bank accounts, information, backgrounds, and so on. Think about that. Can you take it out? Do you feel that? If you do not feel that something is about to unfold, then you really have to sit back and say, am I too busy that I can't sense that? You have to ask yourself that question. Let me play this video for you. You can give me number 3. And it's just sad that you can just watch these pastors and a lot of these people inside these churches so silent and so oblivious of what's going on. It's just like they don't understand, or they can't see it, or they're in denial, or they're saying, no, that can't be true. Watch this.
The final goal is to eradicate humanity as we know it. Once you understand the final destination, it becomes much easier to look back and identify the psychological conditioning, the biological tampering, the cultural grooming, and the educational prepping that we have been subjected to for decades in preparation to making us accept a post-human future. It takes a lot of physical and psychological abuse to get an intelligent species like ours to agree to its own extinction. Most, if not all, that has transcended in the last 60 years was designed to get us closer to accepting such a dystopian reality. Whether you care to accept it or not, we live in a hyper-controlled matrix where our perception of reality is meticulously planned, managed, and executed in order to control and steer us in whichever direction they wish. And the direction is a post-human world. For this, they first needed to destabilize, dehumanize, and demoralize humanity through every means possible. The destruction of the nuclear family, children being indoctrinated by the state, abortion, the eradication of God and spirituality from education, life in mega cities and away from nature, toxic food, air and water, social media, replacing real human connection and interaction, engineered financial crisis and taxation, endless wars and massive migration, stress, anxiety, depression, drugs and alcohol, constant fear-mongering, moral relativism as the new religion, and I could go on and on about how humanity has been influenced and forced to move away from all the things that give us strength, security, purpose, and meaning. A weak, immoral, disconnected, ignorant, and unhealthy population is an easy target for the next stage, the creation of an entire generation of androgynous beings. The final goal is to eradicate humanity as we know it.
Just think about that. She said a number one thing that all criminals look for: easy target. And what have they been doing since the beginning of ages? I mean, just from the beginning, that people have not realized that they're doing. But in 2020, it's accelerated. And that's a lot of fear mongering and a lot of people coming against one another.
Yes.
You have the ignorance. Yes, I tell them, the ignorant people that are still not awake and not believing what is happening, fighting the people that are telling them, look, wake up. This is what's really happening. Let me show you. This is poison. And they're like, I don't believe you. I'm going to take that poison. Or they're telling me, stop doing this. This is what they want you to do. I don't care. I'm going to do it. Don't go over that cliff. There's a cliff right there. Don't continue walking that way. And what do they say? Stop telling me what to do. And then they go off that cliff. They've conditioned people. They've conditioned them to fight one another. I still have it on social media. One after another, people continue to fight. And then I show them to them. I show them the evidence and I say, look, I'm about to show you evidence. And you know what you're going to do? And this is what I tell. This is what you're going to do. You're going to show me laughing emojis because you refuse to believe the truth. Because it's too hard for you to believe the truth. And then you would have to admit that you were deceived. And sure enough, after I show them the evidence, what do? A laughing emoji. No response, no dialogue, nothing. Because it's too harsh for them to believe that people can be that evil, can have that evil plan to do that to the other people, to do that to their own people. Yeah. Because we are all humans, and yet humans are willing to kill other humans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For power, for money, for greed.
Yes. And it's all in the Word of God. I mean, He completely tells you, what people are capable of. Even in the past. I mean, you read it, in the Old Testament, of everything that people, went through and what the apostles went through and, everything. And then not only that, God tells you what's going to happen in the future. And yet people they don't believe it. They're like, no, I don't believe that. Okay, but yet out of your mouth, when you get together with friends, family, what are you speaking? Well, did you hear about so-and-so that they did this? Did you hear about, you still speak of the evil that's out there, but yet you don't believe that that's capable of even getting worse.
Mm-hmm. So let me share this one with you. I shared this one. Oh my God. And I said, look at this. They want your pet.
And my daughter says, not mine. Not my pet.
A zoo in Denmark is asking for donations of small pets as food for its predators. And the sad part is people think that this is evil or awful or bad.
Right.
But you need to think about it. These animals, like the lion, is on the top of the food chain, right?
Yes.
You're on the top of the food chain. What's happening is these zoos are running out of money.
Mm-hmm.
They need food. Is this the wrong way to go about it? Probably. I would think so, yeah. I mean, because we're not going to give our pets for food. Mm-hmm. But then again, Dora was talking about that they went to this place where they had more animals than they ever had before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People are giving away their pets because they cannot feed them.
Mm-hmm.
They can't afford to feed them.
Yes.
And it's sad. Mm-hmm. I'll share one last video. I think we're going to wait for the other video. We're going to do that one separate. But I just want you to understand, do you feel that? Do you feel that sense of urgency that something is about to happen that is going to change the world? It is. That sense, do you see where the housing market, it's about to crash big time? Do you see that people can't even afford to pay their bills, buy groceries, and so on? Do you see that there's food shortages? Do you see the rate of suicides now? Do you see that they continue to, and this is just so sad, they continue to talk about the Epstein list, and everybody's running to it and getting distracted by it. That people get distracted. Did you hear about that? I think she's a supermodel or an actress or something. It's all over social media talking about that she's wearing jeans now, and everybody's all over that and talking about that. Do you see how easily people are distracted? All somebody has to post is post something, it goes viral, and everybody gets distracted. Why do they do that? They want to keep you distracted so they can continue with their plan, and before you know it, they close the cell door, and you're locked in the cell, and you didn't even realize you were in there.
Yeah.
You didn't realize you were walking into a cell because of the distraction. In fact, you can see that with people that are stuck on their phones and they're walking in the parking lot, and then all of a sudden they're tripping. Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen it. That they trip and they're like, and they're looking around to see if anybody saw them. No, dummy. Of course they saw you.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, and that, you know, that's all conditioning, because it's so much like people want to know what's happening now. What's happening now? You know, what is the big news? You know, what movie star's doing what, or what's hitting right now, or what's the new phone? What, you know, all of this, they want to know it now.
I've even seen the elderly.
Yes,
The elderly on
that
their
right there is
phones
very
and stuff with it.
surprising.
I'm like,
Very surprising.
wow, out of all the people I figured you would have said, no, I'm not doing that. But it's the elderly. And you can see kids all around with their iPads, phones.
Mhm.
But I want you to really think about it. Do you feel that something is about to change? I'm not telling you to get scared. I'm
Right.
telling you to get prepared and get ready.
Yes.
Prepare and get ready. There are people that are stocking up on food. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't, and they should, but think about it. What if it really goes back to where items are, or it's shortages?
Mhm.
Or what if they do what China's doing, what they did in 2020? You can't go anywhere. Do you have supplies in your home to keep you going? Are you prepared if the electricity goes out? Do you have generators? Do you have solar panels? Do you have stuff that you can do to sustain yourself during that time period? Do you have extra fuel? Do you have a good running vehicle? Do you have a way to communicate with your family? It's not fear. It's preparedness.
Yes.
Preparedness. Let me share this last video. If you can give me number 14. And I just thought this was pretty neat. Again, these are animals and they can be trained. So let me share this with you, and we'll leave you with this one. Is there music to it?
Yes, there's music too. So, no sound.
Well, maybe if you can turn the music a little bit low and I'll talk through it, maybe we can kind of block that off then. So
The music's got a little bit more ring.
oh, definitely. A lot. I have no room. I be standing still. My knees will probably lock up. That kid is dancing, and that enemy is dancing with him. And that's something. And I mean, all of us dancing, but he's still dancing.
I think it's pretty remarkable.
That's my crew. I got it.
But check out the farm animals that are standing by just watching.
They're watching that.
They're watching entertainment. That to me is hilarious.
That's your mama. She's
Standing there, letting them do their thing.
But you know they're pets. And you know they're pets are doing that.
Yeah, you know what?
Like,
always.
dancing.
I bet you this bro was just doing that dancing out there and didn't even realize it that. he was following me doing it too. So I just thought I'd leave you with this. Yeah, and it was fun to have.
I'm good.
So guys, we're not saying to work. We're saying to prepare and be ready. That way you're not caught off guard, as some say, with your pants down. I know that's a bad thing, but I mean, just think about it. That's awful. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you on the next video.